Weekday mornings can be crazy, and sometimes it's really hard to find enough time to cook a good quality meal for your family that makes them leave feeling nourished and well fed. That's why today I'm teaching you how to make this life-saving breakfast casserole that will literally save you so much time and energy you're never going to go back. Hey you guys, I'm Abigail from Homesteading Family, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a delicious French toast casserole. Today my little sister Rebecca is going to be joining us.
Hi.
And we're going to show you how great this casserole really is. It is absolutely amazing for busy weekday mornings when all you have to do is just slide the casserole in the oven and let it bake, and it comes out delicious. All of my little siblings love this recipe and we use it like a lot during the week. So let's get baking. So here's what you're going to need for supplies and ingredients. You want about 3 cups of whole milk, half a cup of white sugar, a couple loaves of bread. You could do sourdough, you could do plain bread. It doesn't really matter, just whatever you have on hand works great. And 18 fresh eggs. For the supplies, you want preferably a 9 by 13 inch pan. You want it greased with butter, but whatever you have, lard or something also works. Mixing bowl, measuring cup, somewhere to put the eggshells, and a cutting board and a knife. All right, let's get baking. All right, so to make this casserole, step 1 is to cut your bread into little cubes. You can do 1/2 inch to 1 inch cubes, works great, and we're just gonna layer that in the bottom of the pan. While I'm cutting the bread, Rebecca is going to start cracking eggs in the bowl for us. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So the really cool thing about this casserole is that it is very versatile. You can get very creative with what you put in it. All sorts of different flavors. You could add, some things like cinnamon and nutmeg and make it more of like a fall spice, or some pumpkin puree. One that the kids really love is, mixing some frozen berries right into it. Adds wonderful flavor. So really you can get just creative, test it out, experiment, try what you want to do. And you can serve it in a whole lot of ways as well. One of our favorites for the family would be to, after it's come out of the oven and it's still nice and hot, to add some slices of butter right onto the top and then just sprinkle powdered sugar right over the top. And it tastes amazing and all the kids absolutely love it. You could also do something a little simpler, just pull out some maple syrup and let it drizzle, or you could have it plain, it's great as well. A little bit of sliced cream cheese on top is delicious. So really there's no boundaries. You can just get creative, do what you think is going to work well. What's your favorite way to eat French toast casserole, Rebecca?
Well, I really like putting maple syrup and butter and cream cheese. Also, powdered sugar.
Ooh, that's really good.
Yeah.
What do you like best to put inside the casserole itself?
I think I'd probably like it plain. Probably some huckleberries or something.
Oh, those are really yummy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Go. So that's about all the bread we need. You only want the pan to have, about halfway filled up with bread is great. The amount of bread, the amount of loaves you need varies on the bread, how thick it is, how fluffy. It varies a lot, so you just want to make sure your pan is about halfway filled up with cubed bread and you'll be all good to go. Okay, looks like you're almost there with that. Good job.
Thanks.
Okay, so now that we have all the eggs cut into here, we're just going to add in the milk and sugar right into the mixing bowl. Do you want to put the sugar in for me?
Sure.
Thank you. You're such a good helper.
Thank you.
There we go. Okay, so you can hand mix this. You could use a hand mixer or just a whisk. We like to use an immersion blender, but whatever works is great. You just want to make sure you get the eggs completely mixed in, along with the sugar and the milk. There we go. Okay. So the next step would be just to pour the eggs right over the casserole pan. You gonna do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got it. Be careful. You want to make sure you get as much of the bread covered with the eggs as is possible. There you go. Good job.
Thanks.
Okay, so this is ready to bake as it is right now. At this point, this could be where you sprinkle a few raisins on top, or like some freeze-dried raspberries or frozen huckleberries to really add a little bit of extra pop into this. What we like to do is just saran wrap it at this moment and put it in the fridge until we need it most. So usually we make this like 2 to 3 days early and slide it in the fridge, and then the morning of, all you have to do is slide it into an oven preheated to 350, and it takes about 45 minutes to an hour to bake. So give yourself enough time in between when you put it in and when you want to eat. You know it's done when the middle is set and it's got nice golden brown on top. And if you just kind of like take a spoon and separate it a little bit, you can check to make sure all the eggs are cooked on the inside. You guys, this is super delicious and I'm really excited for you guys to try this out. Okay, thanks for baking with us. We enjoyed getting to hang out and see you later. Bye.